IERI Institute represents the commitment and collaboration between the Educational Testing Service and the IEA to the advancement of the science of large-scale assessment.
IERI has been a benefit both to the IEA and ETS, but more importantly, I think, to the field.
And one of the major outcomes, I think, is also that we have a journal. So between 2008 and 2012, we published our IERI monograph series, and we had more than 30 papers published in that time. We decided that we would like to go even broader and have a better media outreach. So we changed our monograph series into a Springer Open Online Access Journal. And we have since then 50 papers published in that series.
What I found really nice to see is that people who had a very good publication record in high-ranking methodological and content-oriented journals, that they actually now target our journal, that they say, oh, this is a topic that might be particularly well suited for this particular journal. It might be a little bit more specialized in terms of the really complex methodologies being applied.
I'm pretty proud that we have a very high quality of the papers, and we have excellent reviewers giving very good comments.
What I think is special about the journal and the research is that it's not specific to any assessment, so it's not around how do we get the next NAEP up and running with respect to this kind of construct, or how do we get TIMS doing a different assessment design or assessing a different population. It's not about what's the imputation problems in PISA, so IERI really covers all of that and is not specific to any particular assessment. However, it covers large-scale assessments broadly.
The original idea of the IERI Academies was to provide training to people that are going to be either participating in the study as part of the data collection procedure, but also we were very interested in training users of the data that was being collected, because it made sort of like no sense to be collecting data to then have it stored or have only a handful of people be able to analyze the data. So we decided to set up these academies where we would invite people that were involved in large-scale assessments. They would pay a small fee, and ETS and the IEA would finance the rest of the cost of holding these academies. And we would provide people training on methods and techniques used with large-scale assessments.
The first training I attended was in 2004. I was just appointed the new NRC for Pearls. And I was told that it would be good to go to a training and learn how to use the data correctly.
Over the last 10 years, we've held 29, I believe is the number, 29 academies, and each one of them attended by 30 people, sometimes more. And we've pretty much sold out for every academy. So that's about 750 people that have attended the IERI Academies over the last 10 years.
In total, I have attended 8 IERI Academies in 2 different countries, and I met 50 people per IERI Academy.
My favorite anecdote is one particular person who attended the academy, I think 3 or 4 times. The one on using the databases, and I asked her at some point, why you keep coming back? And she said, to me, it's just a great opportunity to hang with people that speak the same language that I do, that I also get to refresh my knowledge in how to work with the databases. And it provides me with 3 days outside the office where I can focus and concentrate and do my research work. And actually, she finished her PhD a couple of years ago using the TIMS databases.
So I went to my first IERI Academy with my colleague who was already working on Pearls for a couple of years, and our statistician from the University of Nijmegen. And the first morning I was totally confused, I didn't understand anything. And then I heard that I was sitting in the wrong room because I was sitting in the room for professionals who were already working on the database for a long time. So I switched rooms to start at the beginner course, and that was excellent. So then I had a good week after that.
Well, I can recall one particular individual who was a competent statistician, but did not really understand the way in which that technology could be applied to the data of IEA. It was during those academies that he began to understand the way in which the data that was provided through the IEA assessments could be used to answer important policy-related questions for his country. I think there have been several significant achievements, none the least of which has been the development of local capacity in the use and work with the data. Secondly, I think the journal has been a significant development. It's probably recognized now as the premier outlet for the work with large-scale assessment data.
The benefit that I've gotten out of it is to watch it grow, to watch the interest from people in different disciplines become more engaged with and interested in the data. I think it's been beneficial both to the organizations, to the field, and a great opportunity to meet a lot of really nice, smart people.
But I think the idea is to expand into to do more academies in Spanish, and eventually if we can get the people to deliver the academies in French and maybe other languages.
What we saw is that we are getting more and more submissions for the journal. So for the future, I'm expecting that also the number of papers still will increase. So we will be able to publish even more high-quality papers in this journal.
I think IERI and large-scale assessments have made a real contribution to the understanding of the distribution of skills and to what contributes to both the acquisition and the decline of skills. And so I feel really good about the role that IERI has played and will continue to play in making contributions to what I see as a real important area, and that one that will continue to grow.